In this video tutorial, you will learn how to view measurements, the status of inputs, outputs and logic in the ED2 device. To view the measurements and states of IED signals in the Smart Monitor software, open the Actual Values in the device tree. Actual values of analog measurements can be viewed in the Analog Inputs section. The window that opens displays a list of analog values with their values, primary, secondary, and in relative units. Also, for alternating currents and voltages, the frequency and phase angle are displayed relative to the base vector, the phase of which will be taken as 0 degrees. The base vector is assigned in the base angle column or by right-clicking on the analog input. Using corresponding buttons on the toolbar, you can change the bit depth of the fractional part of the values. In order to display the vector of an analog value on a graph, in the color column, select the desired color for the displayed vector. When the graph is displayed, the vectors will be drawn relative to the selected base vector. If necessary, user vector Z, complex resistance calculated based on the selected voltage and current, can be displayed on the graph. It is possible to save actual values in Excel format. To do this, click on the Export button. When you click it, a menu will open to select a folder to save the Excel spreadsheet. This file displays actual analog values. To view information about the operation of measuring elements, go to the Measuring Elements status. Next, select the required measuring element group, in the window of which actual values of input analog signals will be displayed, as well as calculated values, binary inputs, and outputs of the measuring elements, and parameters of the measuring element. Depending on the measuring element, the operate curve and part of the logic circuit can be additionally shown. If necessary, vectors of input analog signals can be displayed on a vector diagram by assigning colors in the corresponding column. Calculated values of the IED, which are counted outside the measuring elements, are displayed in the section of the same name. All calculated values are shown here, for example, active power, reactive power, and apparent power. Measurement units are displayed after each value. If the unit of measurement is not specified, then this calculated value is dimensionless. To view the state of binary inputs of the IED, go to Binary Signals, Binary Inputs. The tab that opens displays the state of binary inputs of the IED's power supply and control module, binary signals supplied to the inputs of the device, as well as those received via digital communication protocols. The value column indicates the state of the signal, a logical 1 or a logical 0. To view the state of binary outputs of the IED, go to Binary Signals, Binary Outputs. Depending on the type of device, binary outputs can be either normally open or normally closed. You can find out which binary outputs are used in a particular type from the set of diagrams for the corresponding IED or cabinet. In the section, binary outputs are divided into modules. The contact icon indicates the presence of a physical relay on the module. The name column shows the name of the binary output. The value column shows the value of the signal initiating operation of the binary output. LED indication of the front panel is displayed in the section Binary Signals LEDs. The color column displays the configured LED color, red or green. If the latching flag is present, the LED operates in a mode in which the signal is latched and reset only by the alarm reset command. The name column displays the names of LEDs, which are also indicated on the indication plates on the front panel of the IED. The actual state of the LED is displayed in the value column: 1, active state, 0, inactive. To view the states of the IED's logical signals, go to Binary Signals, Logical Signals. The tab that opens displays the states of all logical signals of the IED available in the signals table, including device inputs, the states of measuring elements, and logic signals. In the alarm type column, the yellow indicator means the active state of the signal, which initiates operation of the warning alarm service signal. The red indicator means the active state of the signal, which initiates operation of the emergency alarm service signal. For the convenience of visual control of logic operation, Smart Monitor has a graphic display of the IED's logic circuit. To view it, go to Actual Values Logic. In the logic circuit, the signals of algorithms are displayed in black in the state of logical 0, and in red in the state of logical 1. To control the appearance of short-term logical signals, it is recommended to use the event recorder, since the period for updating the state of the logic may be longer than the duration of these signals. You can learn how to work with the event recorder from the video tutorial on the operation of ED2 devices operation with the event recorder. The search tool is used to search the circuit for a specific logical signal or logic element. To do this, select the required search mode from those presented, by element or by address. If the address or name is known for certain, then you can turn on the exact match function. Next, enter the name in the search line and, using the navigation buttons, view the options found. Viewing measurements, state of inputs and outputs is also available through the display of the IED. To view actual values of analog inputs, go to Actual Values, Input-Output Status, Analog Signals. The display shows a list of analog inputs with values, as well as the phase angle for alternating currents and voltages. Navigation and change of data display modes in all menu items discussed below will be carried out using arrows and key combinations. The list of available combinations for each window can be viewed in the Help window by opening it with the F and 1 key combination. For example, to change the display of analog signals, we use the following key combinations: F and 2 to display primary values, F and 3 to display secondary values, and F and 4 to display values in relative units. The basic signal, relative to which the value of the phase angle of remaining variables will be calculated, is selected by pressing the Enter key on the required analog signal. After that, a mark in the form of a star will appear in front of the sequence number of the selected basic signal. If you need to view the values calculated in the measuring elements, go to Actual Values, Input-Output Status, Measuring Elements. This window shows setting values, actual values of input analog signals and outputs of measuring elements, as well as the calculated analog values of measuring elements. All key functions for the actual section can be viewed in the Help window. To view calculated values of the IED, which are counted outside the measuring elements, from the main menu go to Actual Values, Input-Output Status, Calculated Values. Scrolling through the list of values is also carried out with arrows, and for fast scrolling, with a combination of a function key and arrows. If the value is outside the allowable field, it will be displayed as a creeping line. To view the states of the IED's binary inputs, go to Actual Values, Input-Output Status, Binary Signals, Binary Inputs. This section displays the states of signals supplied to the hardware inputs of the device, as well as those received via digital communication protocols. All signals are grouped into modules, the switching between which is carried out using the left and right arrows. The value column for each signal displays its actual state. Plus means a logical 1, its absence, a logical 0. To view the states of binary outputs of the IED, from the main menu go to Actual Values, Input-Output Status, Binary Signals, Binary Outputs. Signals available here are also grouped into modules. Their actual state is determined by the presence or absence of a plus. To view logical signals of the IED, go to Actual Values, Input-Output Status, Binary Signals, Logic Signals. This section displays the states device inputs, states of measuring elements and logical signals of the IED. The actual state of signals is displayed in the same way as binary inputs, outputs. To view the system status signals, go to the menu of the same name Actual Values, Input-Output Status, Binary Signals, System Status Signal. Signals such as system and diagnostic signals, communication status and error signals, synchronization and program error signals are shown here. This video tutorial is over. We hope it was useful to you. Thank you for attention.